Hello everybody. This whole video was shot last night. It's last night's footage. And my brake has been working. I don't know if that's a good example, but big problem on this rack is the 4-ball. There's no way to get behind that 5. And I can't break it out with the 1-ball because there's just too much obstruction. So I had to get right on the 2-ball to stun it over and hopefully get between the 5 and 4 and knock it out a little bit like that. And now the big deal is getting back up table on the 5. This is going to be difficult, a little bit slappy, and if I can get on top of that 5, well, from there, see, I hit the 6, so that made it a little bit wonky, but either way, I got to get from the 5 to the 6. I'm just going to use the side drive. And we're going to bump this out for a side pocket shot on the 7, but I went a little bit long here, and now I have to go up table, and this is all about speed when you do this. So be careful with your speed there. You don't want to shoot that too hard. You're better off coming up short than going long. This shot here coming up on the 8-ball is all about speed control. And you have to shoot it a little bit harder than you might think. Over the years I got tired of coming up short on the 9, so I learned to hit that ball a little bit harder. If I go long, I'll still be able to cut the 9-ball in the corner, but when you come up short, it can spell doom. Hey, I like to reply to every single comment on my channel as long as the comments are not rude or just nasty. And I'm well aware that I'm way behind on replies. I will get to it. I'm going to try to get all caught up by the end of the weekend. You guys didn't see it fail, did you? No, nobody saw it, John. Don't worry about it. So you notice I'm not putting graphics in this video, and we're not dissecting every little thing. We're just kind of letting the video roll and just kind of winging it and commentating live. And sometimes I like to do it that way just because, in a way, it gets the point across. I hit a gear near the end of the night with about an hour to go, and just started putting racks together, and my brake was working. That was another bad example, but trust me, it was working. Alright, we're drawing back a little bit up the table on the 1 to try to get right on the 3, and it bounced a little too hard off the left-hand side rail and get kind of bad on the 4. And by bad, I mean, I want to draw back to the left-hand side of this 5-ball line. But when I do, I'm at a weird angle and I hit the corner of the pocket, which keeps me from getting on the left-hand side of the 5. So now I have to go a couple more rails than I want to get right on. Oh, I almost overcut that. To get right on the 7. And now it's all about getting right on the 8, and yeah, I'm just spinning it the old-fashioned way with bottom right-hand English to go back up table. And I get a little too much of an angle, so I'm going to have to draw the heck out of this. And that's the shot that was featured in the last video, but I went a little bit long again, and now I'm at another weird angle on the 9 ball. So I'm really going to have to come with this and take my time aiming this 9 ball. Just kind of poked it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little breath holder on that. And my squeaky sneakers. Yeah, I gotta get a new pair of sneakers. These squeak too much. There's a better break, although it was dry, and now my opponent's going to come up to the table and put me on a bus back to Philly. No, that's not going to happen. Very runnable rack here if I can get from the 3 to the 4. Let's see what happens. Oh, I remember this shot. Yeah, I had to cut the dick. You see those people walking by? Well, they kind of distracted me. And now I gotta cut the living heck out of this 3 ball, and I didn't know if I could do it from this angle. So I'm worried about just making the 3 ball, and less worried about getting on the 4. I'll wind up hitting a 4, so yeah, I guess I got a little bit of a roll there. And now you're just shooting this light to shoot the 5 in the side pocket. And trying to get the right angle on the 5 to just come down a little bit on the 6. And you're trying to get straight in on the 6. I can just draw it back on the 7. Like that. Oh, don't scratch you. And now we're just drawing back on the 8 ball. Just like that. And this can be overhit and overspun, and I'm spinning it pretty good, but I'm hitting it really light, so to keep it from getting away from me. And that'll work. A little bit of a cut, but not much. The key here is to stay down. Try to keep your body still when you're stroking, stiller than you kept mine right there. Keep your eye on the object ball and just get your basics right and breathe. Coming up on 7?
Yeah.
That's squirrely back there. I'm yakking to. I have a scoring system while I'm doing this. And I'm just asking her what game I'm on, and because at this point, knowing myself, I'm probably thinking about a cigarette. Yeah. Cigarette smokers. I gotta quit this habit. I quit drinking hard alcohol. I don't drink I haven't had a hard drink in quite a while now. It's been months. Although I don't think I'm ever gonna stop drinking beer. It's just part of who I am. But yeah, the hard alcohol had to go because There's a break. We're not gonna play this rack. I got another rack I'll put up here for you. Alright, let's see how we do with this break. I hit him solid, but oh, is that 3-ball gonna make it? Yep, barely. Hey, this is a little bit hairy because I have to stay to the left-hand side rail and come down along the rail and get by that 4-ball. Yeah, and I can't. I'm on the left-hand side of it, so I have to go to the right-hand side rail and come out for a little bit of a difficult shot on the 4, but we should be okay. There's no danger scratching. I just bounce up for the 5-ball, and I should be able to stun this the right-hand side of the table, but I think I come a little bit close to getting snookered behind the 9 right there. So that had me worried. And on the 7-ball, I wanted to shoot the 7 up table in the top left-hand corner pocket, but I'm jacked up over the 9-ball. And that's making that shot a little bit more difficult than it has to be. So I decided to go safer, and I really didn't want to do this, but I'm looking at going all the way back up table and back down on the 8, when it would have been so much easier to just shoot the 7 up table, and I'd have been right there on the 8. So now I'm moving the cue ball way too much, and this is a big mistake. If you don't have to do that, don't. So I decided to play safe. That's just a stun draw over for perfect position on the 9. Thank you guys for stopping by and spending some time with me. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.